Good morning from Nagoya, Japan, where I'm fighting the morning crowds to get to the station for my 9 o'clock train. It's a special limited express train called Hinotori. It goes from here to Osaka. It's pretty new and it's kind of high luxury, and I got the premium seat. Hinotori, which means bird of fire or phoenix, is a service from the Kintetsu train company that runs between the cities of Nagoya and Osaka, where it ends in the southern area of Namba. Hinotori started in 2020 and has won awards for its look and comfort. My 190-kilometer ride is scheduled to take 2 hours and 9 minutes. The premium car is designed with a higher floor for better views. My seat is 7A. We left Nagoya at 9 a.m. sharp, heading south towards Mie Prefecture. My premium ticket cost 5,690 yen. You could instead take the Shinkansen bullet train from Nagoya to northern Osaka for a bit more. You'd get there in only 50 minutes, but you may actually get more luxury aboard the Hinotori. Okay, here I am in the premium car of the Hinotori. It's about 2 hours to Osaka, and let's look at this amazing seat. The comfort on the Hinotori is said to rival first-class airline seats. It's the first train in Japan to feature what they call back shells. When you recline your seat with the handy keypad, the seat moves within the shell and doesn't disturb the passenger behind you. Although, to be honest, I didn't have much feet room when fully reclined, and I'm not tall. Then again, I don't usually recline anyway. I like to sit upright and stare out the window. The big windows, and the higher vantage point in premium, do give you a great view of the countryside, such as it is. They made the overhead shelves out of glass to give an even greater feeling of openness to the ride. There's even a seat warmer, not necessary here in summertime. Of course, the train is air-conditioned, and I thought the temperature on board was perfect. And down the stairs, something they call the cafe. Okay, here is the famous Hinotori vending machine drink station kind of cafe thing. The coffee in this cool coffee maker is not free, but 200 yen and looks pretty fresh and pretty delicious. And there are some various snacks and even some kind of handkerchief starring the Hinotori handkerchief. And little charms and stuff, if you really love this train. So I'm going to buy a coffee. We'll see how this coffee machine works. To be honest, I wish this ride were longer. I enjoy train travel, and with the gourmet coffee and the snacks available, I'd be happy sitting here for a few more hours. To be honest, I wish this ride were longer. In my car, there were no fewer than 3 bathrooms: a urinal for men, a bathroom for anyone, and a women's bathroom. The facilities are all state-of-the-art and shiny and clean, with tasteful lighting. And if you've seen some of my recent train ride videos, you may remember that a lack of hand-drying facilities has been an ongoing theme. Well, Hinotori fixes that. Sort of. It seemed to take forever and my hands weren't really getting dry. I'm not complaining, just reporting. A few cars down, there's a sort of super bathroom with extra features like a baby changing table, a platform to stand on if you need to change clothes, and a way to dispose of ostomy bags. I was getting downright used to the luxury after a while. There was only one thing about my seat that was less than perfect.
When I bought this ticket, I asked the guy at the window to give me the forwardmost seat because I wanted to see like a big view out of the front here. I wanted to put my phone in the window and get all of that footage. And he said on this train it wasn't available. The seats weren't available. And he said to get one of the front row seats, you usually need to get your ticket like a month in advance. Which is kind of ironic because that would appeal to me just because I like seeing stuff moving. But this part of Japan is not famous for being beautiful. Although we will eventually turn west, and after that it gets more rural and mountainous, and that should be kind of nice. So I wish I had that front row seat, maybe next time.
Now, by the way, in case you don't know, I have a free email newsletter which you sign up, and every week I'll send you an email with a link to my newest video before everybody else sees it, before it's public on YouTube. It's free and there's a link in the description. And if you would like to super support this channel, you can go to Patreon. You can choose a tier there to support and get various perks and stuff. So many thanks to my patrons, including the great William Phillips.
You want to learn some Japanese? This is the easiest place name in all of Japan to write in hiragana. Su. It's a free lesson. Okay, right here they have free lockers if you have a train card. This is a train pass that I use around any train or bus in Japan, really. I'm not using it on this train because I bought this from the window, but here's how you use it.
I keep bragging about my premium seat, but there's only a 900 yen difference between my seat and the regular class seats, which are slightly smaller but still look pretty cozy. And they have back shelves too, they just don't recline as far. Beyond them, the Hinotori has a viewing bench for anyone to use. There's also a smoking room further down the train. Until the scenery gets more interesting, there's fascinating reading material provided.
So I'm reading this leaflet. There's more to this headrest than I thought. Check this out. Not only does it go up and down, and of course the whole thing tilts back and forth. You can adjust the edges to conform to your head and your neck. That's attention to detail.
The leaflet also mentioned free Wi-Fi. I found the network, but it's not as simple as that. I chose to enter my email address, and I had to check it and then click a link. The Wi-Fi worked well. But who wants to look at their phone when they could be looking out a train window? By the way, announcements were in Japanese and English, and the screens also had Chinese and Korean. But there are only 4 stops between the end stations, and 2 of those are also in Osaka. For most passengers doing the entire route, announcements aren't really necessary.
Osaka 難波に到着します。この電車はこの駅までです。
All right, we arrived here in Namba, exactly to the minute on time. Great job. That was a really nice train, really comfortable ride. And I'm gonna miss it. Thanks for riding along with me, and I'll see you next time.